Yeah, so this is my modified crossbow, and right off the bat you can tell that it has been given a very bright yellow, blue, black and a little bit of white and red paint job, and all this was meant to resemble Wolverine from X-Men. This is the 1990s cartoon which I used to watch when I was a kid, and I loved it a lot, so I decided I'm gonna paint this blaster just like him. And okay, so I'll just now go through the modifications. It has homemade internals. I got these internals from Louis C3 on Nerf Revolution. So he actually just sent me the internals and I had to install it myself. All these screws, polycarbonate, were all tapped in place to support the internals and were done by me. It has a hornet pump installation at the front, homemade trigger, polycarb trigger and homemade catch inside. And at the back it has a square polycarb plunger rod and a priming handle, which was cut out similar to the actual priming handle of a Nerf crossbow, and this is actually much more comfortable and looks better than those the straight type that you see around. So I like this a lot. And right off at the top here you can see Weapon X, which is what Wolverine is codenamed as, Weapon X. And this is also very suitable because it is now my Weapon X bow. Okay, and okay, so now I'll show you guys what this blaster does. First and foremost, I installed the pump at the bottom because I'm quite against people who install pumps at the top. I think it can be very uncomfortable, and you have to tilt the blaster in order to prime it, which will affect your aiming. This way it's much more convenient and easier to pump. I also tilted the pump downwards slightly, as you can see. This is so that your hand will not knock into the barrel system you have when you are loading the blaster. And at the back of this trigger I have a Hornet Blast button installed. Okay, so now I have installed the single salvo tank into the top. There's a PVC coupler at the back of the tank which slots onto the PVC stub. Tubing runs through the back and into the connector, and so there's a brass breech. So how it works is that you just pump it out and you can fire with this tank. Now I'll show you guys the seal I'm getting with this blaster. It is not 100%, but it is it is very good in my opinion. Here it is. It doesn't slow the plunger head entirely, but it slows it down by a lot, and that kind of leak is negligible in my opinion. Okay, and good thing about this is that it is interchangeable, so I will show you guys what else I have designed to fit into this slot. And next up we have a double salvo tank integration to the top. This is a part of a Big Bad Bull arrow holder. So I cut it off, then I put a PVC coupler at the back, so now it fits on as well. And at the front it is also acts as a ramrod holder. This is for the 2K turrets, which I designed to go onto the front of both of the salvo tanks. And right now it makes this blaster a lot heavier, and actually it reminds me of War Machine. With the two 2K turrets at the top. And I think now is the part you guys have been waiting for, a firing test. Okay, firing test. First up, I'll be using a PETG barrel. It's a foot long and two white foam darts weighted with a 3/0 fishing weight. Okay. And one more. It's extremely loud. This gun is like the loudest or second loudest, second to my Tornado Bow. Okay, next up, Sorrow X turret. Foot long PETG barrels as well. Okay, and now I'll fire off the salvo attachments. Next up is the salvo tank. So this has a brass breech on the top, and I'll be using pink foam. So this breech works exactly the same as Angel's max shot counters breach. Okay, and I'm gonna pump it up 12 times. Okay. And for the last shot, I'll be showing you guys the two-stage firing. So yep, I'll fire off the main gun first, followed by the salvo tank. Already loaded the PTG barrel as well as the brass breech. Oops, supposed to prime first. Oh well. So first one will be the main gun, followed by the salvo tank, which I'll... Yep, okay. Oh yeah, so I didn't squeeze the trigger fast enough for the salvo tank, so actually some air leaked out. And I also painted a lock and load to match this color scheme, the Wolverine color scheme. Here it is, white trigger, yellow, blue, black. These two are sort of like a pair now. Yep, this will be the sidearm. And okay, that's it. If you want to learn how to make one of these, check the description box below. I have a write-up on Nerf Revolution. And I think that's about it. PM me if any questions, leave comments below. And enjoy the pictures. Thanks for watching.